What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, so since we are on the topic of legendary summoners, that's where all the buzz is right now, with the next airdrop set to be a legendary summoner. And actually, let's see if we've only sold 2,000 since the last video I recorded, which was a couple of hours ago. So we are moving quite slowly here. Now, for the purposes of this video, I wanted to let you guys know that I have been looking at the massive decline in prices for the legendary summoners from Untamed. Now, if you've been following the channel, or if you're new, then if you've been following, then you know. But if you're new, I am very excited about modern format, being a newer player myself. And yes, I know I've been playing since August of last year, but I consider myself a newer player, not in the length of time, but in the quality of cards that I have. I didn't really buy much before Chaos Legion came out. I was stacking up on some of the rewards cards, but I went all in on Chaos Legion, and I'm working to max out a deck for. I'm working to max out my Chaos Legion deck entirely, so regular foil. But modern format will not only include Chaos Legion and the rewards cards, but Untamed and Dice as well. And I really don't think that you are going to get anywhere without having the legendary summoners from Untamed. Now, that being said, I gotta say, these prices compared to where they were just a couple of months ago are juicy. I mean, Jotun is down 60%. Llama's down. I think Llama was close to 1,000 at some point too, right? So Llama is down about 70%. These are very much like within reach, right? At least compared to where they were. And I know everybody's coming from a different place. So $400 for a card sounds outrageous. And honestly, I'm not planning to buy them. Here's the reason why. It's because even though I'm going to have to wait it out, I know the sale could take, who knows, like 6 months, 8 months, whatever, until the end of the year. I have a feeling, or at least my thesis, and I am very, very aware that I could be incredibly wrong. So this is not financial advice. This is not even game or player advice. This is just what I'm doing. But my thesis is that the legendary summoners for Chaos Legion need to be as good, if not maybe slightly better than these summoners, which is why my prediction for them has been that we are going to see 8 mana summoners, and they're going to have 3 abilities and be very much on par with the Untamed summoners. Now, the Untamed summoners will have the advantage of being 1 mana short or 1 mana less. And, I don't know that they're going to make a card as strong as Jotun or as strong as Kitty or, a combo. I think they'll be much more cognizant of potential combos like Llama Mage and Kron. But, I do believe that there will be some kind of parity there, which leads me to think, okay, there's obviously 2 ways that this can go, right? The cards go up in value or the cards go down in value. Now, the argument for the cards going up in value is that the summoners come out and they're not as powerful, or the summoners come out and they are complementary in a way that, makes people still feel like, okay, I need to have Jotun in my deck. I need to have Llama in my deck or Kitty in my deck, right? The other way that this could happen, and the way that I'm kind of leaning towards now, is these new summers that come out. I know it's gonna go right along with the whole power creep theory, but they're gonna have to be on par or have some kind of parity with these guys, and in that way, I do believe that we may see lower prices for these cards as potential like demand dries up. So, or at least, and when I say demand dries up, from a collector standpoint, and having something that is, less than 2,000 circulating supply, that's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. But as a player with limited funds, if the legendary fire summoner for Chaos Legion is going to be a fraction of this price, I mean, even if it's $100, right? So 25% of the price, that means that for the same value, I could level my guy up to silver and start working towards gold. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, where are the finite amount of dollars? And we know that dollars are finite in this game now. Otherwise, Chaos Legion would have sold out immediately. So where would the finite amount of dollars go? And to me, a lot of that as it has been doing with the rest of Chaos Legion, will go towards the new legendary summoners. So if you were looking at these prices and thinking, it's not bad, it might be worth getting one, or at least, considering it, I don't blame you, because I'm feeling the same way. Now, in my position, like, I want to own a Jotun so badly. The problem is I am playing now consistently in gold, and having a level 1 Jotun in gold is not going to do me much good. So in order to have a Jotun that I would be able to play in gold, I would need to get one that's like 6 BCX. And I don't even know if they have any level 3s in here. Nope. So I'd have to spend, and look at how the prices start to go up. I would have to spend, $2,500 for a Jotun. So personally for me, I wouldn't even consider getting Jotun to play with. If anything, I would get one BCX Jotun with the idea of like having one to own, renting it out, or maybe using it in a secondary account or an alt account to like just dominate bronze with, or something like that. But more so just for the flex, right? At the end of the day, these are NFTs, right? So when it's all said and done in, a couple of years from now, wouldn't you want to be holding like one of the 1,893 Jotuns available? I don't know. That'd be pretty cool to me. But I'm not buying them, not yet. And that's what I'm trying to explain here, is the fact that I do believe that, I believe there's going to be a massive repricing. There's going to be several events that could cause a massive repricing. But the drops of the legendary summoners will be a big one. And I think what we're going to need to wait and see. And if you want to try and play this and speculate at one side or the other, the life legendary summoner, as I said in the last video, the life legendary summoner is incredibly important, not because it's life, but because it's the first one. And so it's going to really set the tone for what we can expect from these summoners. So there's a point where if within the next week, I mean, maybe even tomorrow, once the town hall is there, if they release the stats for the summoner, then there could be some, there could be major price movements in that way, just because people will start to expect, hey, these could be really big, they could not be that big, they could be good, they could be bad, whatever the case is. The speculation will obviously continue. But I do believe that, generally, card prices are going to continue to drop. Demand is going to continue to drop for a little bit. And so there might be good opportunities to get in. But I do want to recognize at the same time that I'm saying that, these cards are down significantly from their recent all-time highs. So while I am looking at them, and I'm keeping a very, very close eye, I would love to see a sub 300 llama. I'm not pulling the trigger just yet. And I feel like many folks who follow this channel are probably in the same boat, where we're all just waiting to see what comes from the legendary summoners for Chaos Legion. But even though I do believe in my theory that the legendary summoners for Chaos Legion need to be on par, I don't believe that they're going to make something as powerful as like a Jotun or a Kitty, right? They're going to be up there, and they're going to be competitive in the same way that, like, for example, now I can beat Jotun in certain mana matches. Like I can beat Jotun with Kelia, right? Like actually quite consistently. So there's going to be some interesting dynamics as we move forward with this. But I would love to. I would love to have one of each of these top. I mean, I would love to have one of all of these if I could. But maybe if these fall below 100, like these here, maybe I'll grab one. And again, I'm not buying it to play with is the problem. I'm buying it just to own it and to rent it out and just to have it as part of my collection. So curious to know what you guys are thinking. If you have been following the prices on these Untamed legendary summoners, and if you're planning to get them or get one, depending on the league that you're in, obviously 1, 3, 6, or maxed out. But curious to hear your thoughts. I'm following this very closely, like I said, and I just wanted to share what my plan is with you. Now, I don't have a number. Of if and when I would pull the trigger, but it's one of those things where it's just like, ooh, if like Bitcoin nukes, or if things go down and it's just like somebody's just trying to liquidate their Jotun for like $200, I might just go in. I wouldn't even make a video. I'm just going to go in and grab it. But it's going to be one of those things where we have to see how all the different factors play out for the Untamed legendary summoners. But that's all I have in this video today. Curious to get your thoughts and how you're looking at this, and if you plan on buying, like what are the scenarios that you're looking at to either buy or not buy the Untamed Summoners. Obviously, if the Chaos Legion Summoners are OP, I may even scrap this whole idea, right? Because it's just like, if Yoden 2.0 comes out, then I'm going to max that card out right away. So much depends on it, which, as I said, if Yoden 2.0 comes out, that doesn't mean I don't want Yoden. And I'm hoping that because Yoden 2.0 is out, maybe I can get Yoden 1.0 on the cheap. Right. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Curious to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.